if you're happy to share it, almost what things did you find that really helped you move forward? You know, just again for other people, tips and advice,
Yeah,
places they can look.
I think so it is very cliche, but speaking to people, because it's actually like, people say to me all the time, and they've said it for years, like that the best thing you can do is to talk to somebody, to let it go, to get it off your chest. And quite often I sort of respond to that and go, who the hell wants to listen to my shit? Like, who wants to listen to me moaning on about worries about whatever, accountancy or marketing or the business sales, all this sort of stuff. And it's incredibly sort of hard to sometimes find the right person to talk to. However, the counterbalance of that is that when you do find those people, and those people are like, like I say, they could be strangers, they can be people in the local shop, they can be
Yeah,
a family member or a best friend or a school friend or anybody. All of a sudden, you realize how many other people have been in similar boats, whether that's through a divorce or whether that's through a business collapse or
hmm
whether that's
hmm
been through, financial troubles, debts, things like that. There's so many people been through shit in their lives and like
yeah,
really like, really bad stuff. Like, I look at mine now and I kind of just go, well, mine's not that bad compared to somebody who might be going through a separation and's got 3 children and their partner's moving to the other end of the country or something like that, and then don't know when they're going to see their children, and like things like, or worse, like death, like people's children die, like, and like, that's just horrific. And what's my worry? My worry is bankruptcy. I've got a bad credit rating. Do you know what I mean? I've got to deal with some assets and stuff that
yeah,
I might potentially lose, but I'm still alive and I've still got my kids and I still got my wife, and I can go again. And
yeah.
I'm fortunate that the business still continues, and I can still work for it. So yeah, what got me through it, and it is a case of talking to people, and it is a case of like opening up to as many, in my case, as many people as are willing to listen. Do you know what I mean? And then sort of drawing that tiny, tiny little bits of advice and compassion from people to then enable you to find the strength to get through.
Yeah.
And I guess really now, in terms of where I'm at now with the process, I mean, it's 4 months since I was declared bankrupt. It's 8 months since I knew that I was probably going to go bankrupt, since Christmas, basically, since that
Mm.
moment. And, I'm now in a position where I've come so far through it and I've had that many conversations that I'm strong enough to be able to sit here and do this podcast.
Yeah.
And I think that tells you exactly my thoughts on it. It is about openness. It's about owning it and just not being ashamed of it and not hiding behind it. So imagine the first day that I wrote on
Yeah.
Facebook in front of all my family and all my friends and all the people who I've never seen for like the last 20 years, old school friends and this, that, and the other. And I write on, I put it on Facebook, and I put, tried my hardest, gone bankrupt in so many words. And actually then, you know, what is it to lose when you do that? You've done it, you've owned it. Like,
Yeah.
it's on every. If anybody wants to judge you on that, that's on them. Surely that's not on you. And I know that I did my very best, and I tried to do the right things, and I was never greedy, and I was never selfish. Like I thought I was on the
hmm
23rd of December. And in fact, what I did was just try my best, and here I am today.